Hello, everybody, and welcome to TV Gold. I'm your host, Jennifer Aydin. I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting TV Gold and watching the first few episodes. It's been really great. I'm really excited about it. You know, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. It helps me out. As you guys know, one of the reasons why I'm doing TV Gold is so I can share a lot of who I am personally and the things that I believe and the things that I like, right? I'm like, if I like it, maybe somebody else likes it, right? And I'm really into sharing because I feel like, the more you share, the more that maybe you could help somebody. And, a lot of people have a problem with sharing sometimes. They have fear of judgment. And obviously, every time you put yourself out there, someone's going to say something, right? So, it's to be expected. But that's what I'm going to try to teach over here at TV Gold, like not to live so much in fear, and take everything with a grain of salt and know if you're helping someone, like that's the goal, right? So it's like be fearless, right? Hashtag Taylor Swift, fearless. Okay, so that leads me into what the episode is going to be about today. So I'm a big believer in your words have power. Be careful what you say. Manifestation is key. You know better, you do better. And all of this ties into energy, chakras, our senses, right? We have 5 senses. If you don't know that, yell at your preschool teacher, okay? It's sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch, right? But we also have a 6th sense. I believe that. Whether you're in tune with it or not, that's to be determined. But I'm into all that. I'm into spirituality, and I am a devout Christian. I love Jesus Christ. I'm actually Syrian Orthodox, but that's another episode. And I'm also a big spiritual believer. I believe in karma. You do good, you get good. Energy, manifestation, intuition, tarot card reading, which leads me to my guest today. So today I have a very good friend, actually. She's a really good friend, and we're going to talk about that, how we became friends. I'm so excited for that. But I love for you guys to know her like I know her. She is positive, a spiritual advisor, tarot card reader of the subconscious mind. Please welcome Amal Murhey.
Hello, darling.
Murhey.
Yes.
We were just trying to discover how to pronounce her name correctly because it's a Lebanese name,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I know because I have a Turkish last name. My last name is Aydin. Everybody says Aydin, and yours is?
Amal, and everyone says Amal because in Arabic, A sounds like E. So I constantly have to remind people it's Amal.
Well, that's your first name.
And then Murhey is a whole new category because...
Murhey. So wait, no, Amal. Let's get back to Amal because Amal, I always tell people it's like the letter M and the letter L, like M-L. Amal.
Yes.
With a little maybe accent. I'm Turkish, so I can add the... accent, but Amal, but it's spelled A-M-A-L,
right?
Which a lot of people will
throws
read
them off.
Amal,
right? And I have spent my whole life trying to explain that A sounds like E, and it's pronounced Amal. It means hope.
Yeah, I love that.
It is very commonly used in our culture and in our language because people are always talking about ML. Like God willing, hope is something that they say. In every sentence, you'll hear my name. You'll hear it in songs. You'll hear it in...
Beautiful.
So I'm so used to hearing it the right way, but it's a little frustrating because people are like, oh, hey, Amal. No.
So I guess, you should just look at it like, at least you're special, right?
Yes, I'm special.
You are special. You are a conversation piece. And
Thank you.
We get to talk about your name. So, that's amazing. I would love for people to just sit there and talk about my name.
Yeah.
Is it Jennifer or Jennifer? Or how my mother says it, like, Jennifer. That's how my mom says.
Jennifer.
Shout out to my mom.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, obviously, like, you and I became friends about 2004. I checked. I had this when I was on Housewives. We had this this medium, the spiritual medium, Gina Marie. Shout out to Gina Marie.
Yeah.
And I had called her because, like I said, I'm into all of it. I'm into it. And I called her for a reading, and she was really busy. And she was like, I have this great friend, Amal, who does tarot card reading. But I've discovered now, since knowing you, that a spiritual medium, a tarot card reader, an empath, these are all different, right? So I would like to ask you, what's the difference between, let's say, a psychic, a medium, and what you are, a tarot card reader, and how do they compare, and what is it that you do?
So I love that you're asking this question because it is such an important thing for people to understand the difference. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I don't connect with the other side. A psychic and a medium will connect with the other side or feel your energy by looking at you and give you future reference of what may come. My degree is psychology. And psychology is the study of the subconscious mind. So what I'm doing is the science of the garden of your mind. Tarot is a reflection of that garden. So when I shuffle the cards, I'm sharing your energy because we're talking and we're sharing our throat chakra. And so we're sharing this energy and we are creating a vibrational frequency. So what I do is all about the energy of the subconscious mind. And it's such a big misconception. People believe that tarot is like divination, or it's against the Bible, or it's not,
that was be my
with
next
religion.
Point. Right.
And they're two completely different entities, because you could be a devout Christian,
which
and
you
still
are, right?
Yes,
I know you to be.
And you could be spiritual also.
I agree.
You could be a person who reads the Bible and believes in Jesus Christ as your Savior and King, and at the same time be able to clear your energy and manifest and use your subconscious mind. Because when God created man, He created us with the human mind, which is divided into two parts: the conscious and the subconscious.
So how do you explain the subconscious mind in layman's terms?
Very simple terms.
Yes, very simple.
Your subconscious mind is a garden. When you think a negative thought, you've just planted a seed of negative energy. But like garden,
like down here? Like here. Do you feel it here? Oh, it's here.
It's here. Your mind.
Your mind.
Your mind is a garden. And what you plant into the garden of your mind depends on your words and your thoughts and your energy. So
whatever you're dealing with in that moment.
Whatever you're dealing with in that moment. And also, your subconscious mind is directly linked to your intuitive ability, which is your solar plexus chakra. So when you believe something to be true, you actually create a vibrational frequency that attracts that thing into your life. Now, energy changes every day. If you did a reading with me every day of the week, we would get a different spread. Why? Because energy shifts and changes depending on your circumstances, your events, the people around you, the situation you're currently feeling.
Right. So if you're reading somebody's cards and it says something, it's not set in stone that that's absolutely going to be that. This is just reading their energy. And I think some people get discouraged by it. To me, they've been saying this is demonic and this is fortune telling. And I try to explain to people that she's not a psychic. You don't claim to be. No. You're not a medium. I do know that you feel things sometimes, which I think we all do. Like I said, we have a sixth sense, right? You said your solar plexus. When you feel your intuitive side, like people like to call it a gut feeling. I call it my God feeling. God speaks to you in whispers.
Wow, I love that.
Whatever God you believe in, please believe in something. Doesn't have to be my God. Be your God, his God, whatever God you got.
Right.
Make up a God. If you don't believe in God,
the universe,
spirituality, something bigger than just us individually. Right. Otherwise, what are we here for, right?
Exactly.
So, but getting back to that, it's like your words really have power, and I would never want to do anything that was demonic or against my religion.
Not. Of course not.
But you're reading the subconscious mind through tarot,
right?
And I mean, people come at me about what it's written in the Bible, and listen. I know I respect the Bible. I read the Bible. I of course, but it was a book written so long ago. And at the end of the day, I know some people who have been given a gift, and they're the most spiritual, God-fearing, God-loving people in the world. These are not demonics. Now, this is not to say about sorcery or witchcraft. We don't want any of that.
No.
Yeah, that we don't want. No, we just want to have some fun. maybe read a Turkish coffee cup or something.
And also
some
in the Bible,
cards.
it doesn't talk about tarot cards. It talks about fortune telling. It talks about, magic and things like that. Tarot is an energy that is reflecting your subconscious mind. So it has nothing to do with fortune telling.
Right.
It's what's in your energy right now.
So you're reading somebody's tarot. You're reading what's in their subconscious. So are you saying that in our subconscious mind, we know relatively what's going to be happening in our future?
Well, you have a premonition. That's like sometimes when you have a dream of something and then it happens.
Yeah.
The subconscious mind, like I said, is linked to your intuitive ability. So God has already given us within the Holy Spirit that ability to monitor and to feel and to know when good or bad is coming towards us. So sometimes we can actually have a premonition of what's coming through a dream or through a thought. A lot of times, you'll think about someone and then 2 days later they'll call you and you say, I was just thinking about you.
Yeah.
You sent them a telepathic message through the universal code of energy.
Right.
And they picked it up and they came to you and they said, oh my gosh, I just was thinking about you. That is not a coincidence. That's energy. We are vibrating energy. We are beings of energy. God created every human with the 7 chakras, and the energy that we hold, it resonates within the universe. So when we feel something that may be coming, that's our power that God has given us. And sometimes we fear things that never even happen. I remember when I was in college, my professor said that 75% of the things that humans fear never actually come to pass. And here is where the faith comes in. That's why I love the combination of spirituality with faith, because without faith, you can't do anything. God has to be the sole foundation of your mind and your body and your energy. And when you have God as your sole foundation, everything else falls into place. So it's a combination of spirituality with faith.
Yeah.
And that's really what I do.
But that's like, let's say it's easy for someone like you or for me, and I'm hoping that through this platform we can try to teach people to be like that. But the reality is a lot of people don't always think the positive, and
Of course.
they want to be, what Bill calls being a realist. Where I may call being a pessimist.
Right.
Or you are what you speak. And if you've already written it out for me, then what am I doing this for? And if you're going to write it out for me, why would you write it out like that?
Exactly.
So I'm getting into this chapter of my life where I'm really cognizant of the words that people use around me. And when I hear these negative thoughts, I somehow feel like I'm a messenger. I could teach them, don't think like that. So what would your way be if you needed to talk to somebody, somebody's just saying, they're just not happy at their job, they'll never get that promotion, they'll never find the love of their life, it'll always be, oh, woe is me all the time. How would you talk to that person to get them to maybe try something new?
So here's the beautiful thing.
Because I'm sure you have a lot of clients that
yes.
are just living negative Nancy City.
Of course. And I try to turn them into
they're
a
probably
positive
so
Patricia.
draining, huh?
Yes. Well, I feel like it is my duty to help women, empower them. And I have a lot of male clients too, but majority female. My job is to empower you with your faith and with your understanding of how the mind works. As I was telling you, the mind is divided into 2 parts, the conscious and the subconscious. The realists, the people who live in the reality, they're using their conscious mind. But guess what? Your conscious mind is only 5% of your mind. Your mind is composed of 95% subconscious. So the 5%, which is your conscious mind, is your enemy. It's the part of your brain that's always going to second guess you.
I know, but it sounds like it's almost like it's the loudest sometimes for people is what I found.
Those people are spiritually sleeping.
Right.
If you're spiritually sleeping, you're going to listen to that 5%. But if you're spiritually awoke, you quiet it with your faith and with your positivity. So if the subconscious mind is 95% of my mind, and I know that the conscious, the enemy, is only 5%, I can't let him win. So when my mind wants to say, I can't have that raise, or I shouldn't spend that money, or I'm never going to find love, or life is so hard.
It's just so negative.
This is how I teach them to change it. Focus on what is positive. Did you wake up today in a bed? Do you have food in your fridge? Do you have a car to drive? Do you have toothpaste? These are things that some people in different parts of the world don't even have, things that we take for granted.
Totally.
And if you appreciate the things that you have, gratitude is the attitude.
Oh, yeah.
If you are happy about what you have, guess what
funny.
God does?
I say pray in gratitude, not attitude. That's so funny. We're like twinsies.
We
Every
are.
time you turn around, like we're like that something was a Bopsy twins. Like
I swear.
I love Chanel, she loves Chanel, and
Yeah.
makeup, glam, leggings, jacket. It's a whole thing.
And even mindset.
Even
I'm
mindset.
a very positive person,
Well,
and
that's
so are
why
you.
we clicked right away. And getting back to like how we met through Gina, and I
Yeah.
was like love at first sight. Like
Yeah.
we FaceTimed. She did a reading for me, and I see like Chanel in her background. She sees Chanel in my background. I see some lip liner going on. She sees some lip liner going on, and it was like, okay, do you want to go out? She's Lebanese. You know, I'm Syrian from Turkey. So it's like, you know, sister from another mister.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then we went out to like
Cedars for dinner.
Cedars. Yeah. It's like our first date.
It was our first
It was
date.
our birthday.
And it was so,
and yes.
I felt like I was looking into a mirror.
And you know what? Sometimes when you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so it's been good, but yes, and of course, I'm very celebratory of you and your craft, and I really love your mindset because sometimes when I vent to you about other things, you'll take the words right out of my mouth. You'll just say it. I'm just like, can just everybody speaks this language, and then it's like, wait, and then me and you discover maybe not everybody knows this language.
No. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know this language, and that's why I feel like it's my duty. My journey is to help pull more people onto this boat of
Yeah.
positivity. Because guess what? Life is not supposed to be difficult, and God did not create us to suffer. We have the natural pursuit of happiness. That's a natural birthright, and the pursuit of happiness is subjective to you.
Yeah.
Are you focused? Is the cup half full or half
Well,
empty?
I tell people, like, you are your only deterrent in
Right.
this life.
And if you focus on the good, guess what happens? God is such a great God. He'll send you more of good.
And if you focus on the good, even when times are bad,
It's like double whammy.
yes, double whammy. And you have to be patient,
You have
all in
to.
divine timing. Like, you just have to trust.
You have to trust.
Every time when I pray too, I'm just always like, whatever it is you want, if that is what you want, that is what will be. And I mean, I feel like it happens because I believe it happens.
Absolutely.
It all comes from what I believe in. So I just tell people, like, be your own advocate.
Yes.
If you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in
Exactly.
you? Believe in you so that everybody will believe in you, but truly believe in you. Don't just fake believe in you.
Absolutely.
Do whatever it needs to be done to get you to the place that you would be proud to believe in you.
100%.
Yeah.
And I also want to give you a little bit of a reflection of how I take trials and tribulations. I consider them to be a test. And every time you pass the test, God puts a jewel in your crown. Because this is my personal belief. We're all born with a crown, right? Because we are the image of God. Every man and woman born is an image of God, and the Holy Spirit is in your soul. Whether you are Muslim, Christian, or of Judaism descent or belief,
You know, whatever
we
these
have
days.
we have one God,
Yeah.
but we have different highways to get to that God. And one is the church, one is the mosque, and one is Judaism and the belief of the Torah. But we all have the same crown,
Right.
And that crown, when you go through difficulty and you pass with faith, I believe God puts a jewel in that crown.
We're all brothers and sisters. In
We're
the
all
end
cousins,
Anyway.
yeah.
we're all the same. We all come
And
from
every
the same
time
place,
you
wherever
get-
that place
yes.
is that you happen to believe.
And it's all
And
humanity.
you know what? I use that now that you say that. Like, it's like, when
crown.
you do good deeds and
Yeah.
whatever, and even whatever, it's like jewels in your crown. And then you know what I say to like people who are going to have bad karma? I'm like, your bad karma is going to be rocks in your backpack. What do you want? Jewels in your crown or rocks in your backpack?
Exactly.
That's right. Which one you want to carry?
Exactly.
That's
Which one do you
right.
want to carry?
Which
And
one
when
you
your
wanna carry?
jewels are full,
Yeah.
when your crown is
My
full,
jewels are full, honey.
that's when
They're
you get
shiny.
your blessing. And he really is such a fair God, because when you go through these difficulties and you pass the test of faith and you get a jewel each time, when that crown is full, you are ready for a big blessing.
That's it. We need to collect those jewels.
Yes.
Very bejeweled.
And
Hashtag
then,
Taylor Swift.
and also straighten out the crown for the woman in front of you.
Always.
Promote positivity, woman empowerment. There is no competition. There is enough cake for everybody. Everyone gets a slice. You can shine in your own arena, and the next person can shine as well, and you both shine together. Guess what? That light is brighter.
I love that. And on that, I want to get into chakras. Okay, because, a lot of people have heard of the word chakras. No, it's not the name of a fancy restaurant, although there is one.
Yes, in Paramus.
That closed, sadly. Missed you, Chakra. Anyway, I think they filmed like an episode of Housewives there too.
They?
Yeah, they did. Chakras. So we're going to talk about real chakras, which we all have chakras.
Right.
This is not tarot card. This is not spiritual.
This is energy.
This is energy, people. We're going into the energy lane, the high energy lane. And we have 7 chakras.
Yes.
That Amal, Murhey. Murhey.
Here we are with our 7 chakras.
Explain the 7 chakras, Amalita.
So every person has these 7 points of energy. And depending on which one we're talking about, you can activate and you can strengthen each one. The top is called your crown chakra. Very simple.
Ah, my jeweled crown.
Your crown chakra. That's why I always say make sure you're putting jewels in your crown. Now, the crown chakra is associated with meditation and prayer. So when your mind is quiet and you're meditating or praying, you're activating this chakra. It's directly linked to God.
Okay.
Now we have the third eye chakra. When you close your eyes, if I said, imagine you're at the beach right now, what does the beach look like? The inner eye is your third eye chakra. This is where you manifest because you visualize the things that you want.
You hear that, people? It's not mumbo jumbo. Every time you close your eyes, whatever it is you see, you are seeing with your third eye. We all got one.
The inner eye.
The inner eye.
And
but it's the third eye.
It's the third eye.
Yeah, the third eye.
The light blue is called your throat chakra. So when you speak, you must speak words of affirmations. The minute you say, I am, the Bible says, I am that I am.
I am TV Gold.
Yes, you are.
I am TV Gold.
And when you say I
you may
am,
proceed.
when you say I am, you're declaring what you are. So if I'm going to say, I am tired, I am sick, I am broke, I am sad, what do you think is going to come?
Rebuke.
Exactly. You're going to attract those exact things. So even if you have $5 in your pocket, which I'm sure you don't, but let's say a person has $5 in their bank account. I am abundant. I am attracting money. Money comes to me easily. I am receiving blessings. Every bill I have to make, money is available to pay that bill.
I will lend, not borrow.
I will always attract. I never chase, right? So these 3 elements are thought.
And they really have to, but sometimes you got to psych yourself up because people don't believe it. That's the thing. You tell people say it to themselves and it's like they have a
hard time believing
it. So I think it's like, what can you do to somebody for them to see that maybe it's repetitiveness.
Yeah, there are
maybe
patterns.
It's constant. Maybe it's like calling you up, Amal.
Yes, and doing
having a reading or having some. Listen, Amal gives great spiritual guidance, and anything you're going through usually comes up with the cards.
Right.
Know everybody's birthday beforehand. People, you gotta
make sure you know their birthday.
Make sure you know their birthday or their horoscope.
But this is where faith comes in, right?
But there are people out there who need constant
reassurance.
Right. And then when you remind them, they're like, it's like common sense to them. They know it.
Yeah, they just have to be reminded.
They gotta do it, But
it's also the same concept of faith, right?
Right.
When you believe in something, you don't see it to believe it. You believe it and then see it.
Right. But these are people who, if you ask them, they'll think they have all the faith in the world. They'll be like, I've experienced it where the person was like, I go to church. And I knew this one customer back in the day when I was selling jewelry. She went for some tests, didn't even get her results, and was equating it to her death and cancer. And she went out and spent all this money. And I was just like, dude, get the results first. You're already planning your death.
Doomsday, yeah.
Just pay for it already then while you're at it. Since you want it so bad. And it turned out to be nothing.
She was nothing.
And it's just like, it's wow. It's also could be very physically draining on somebody.
Your mind is
like,
such a
imagine
powerful
what you're doing
tool.
to your body.
Absolutely. And that's what you
I want to
are.
live, peeps.
And that's what chakras are all about. What you're thinking and what you're feeling, you create. So here's how it works. The top 3 are thought, and the bottom 3, which we're going to get to, is emotion. When they're in balance, you're going to activate this chakra, the heart chakra. This is the most powerful chakra that you have. You are going to create through this chakra. So what is the heart chakra?
So that's the one that's considered just right smack in the middle.
That's the one in your chest. That's the most powerful one. This one is what is the top 3 plus the bottom 3
it's the
equals
connector.
this one. It's if you are aligned. So how to manifest? You need to believe and see the thing that you want, speak it into existence, visualize it, have faith that it will happen. And then with these 3, which we're going to get to now, you activate this chakra and you create. So the heart chakra is the most powerful out of all 7. This yellow is called solar plexus. And the solar plexus is your intuition.
The sixth sense.
This is the sixth sense.
Yes.
The gut feeling,
we all have
the
it,
God
peeps.
feeling. Everybody has it.
You ever notice when somebody tells you something and you get chills?
Yes.
That's your validation that what they're saying is true.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you meet someone and you're like, I don't like their energy.
Yeah, like something's off.
There's something off.
That person
That's your
give
intuition.
me the heebie-jeebies.
Exactly. Women are very strong with their intuition. If you believe something, you don't need to see it.
Listen to your
Believe
women,
it.
men.
Believe it and believe it to be true. A lot of women will say to me, I felt it was true. I knew it was true. I had no proof, but I felt it. And I'll say,
well,
you are
I
usually
always
right.
say, like, God speaks to you in whispers.
Yes.
And usually in hindsight, everything always is like, oh my God, I should have known. Because it was all those red flags that God was trying to talk to you.
And you didn't pay attention.
Because you were trying to give the benefit of the doubt, or you felt bad, or for whatever reason. And then, I mean, you told me this. When something is not meant for your highest good, God will abruptly remove it from your life.
Yes.
And there were situations that I was in where I got caught up with being kind to somebody because out of fear that they were going to think I was a snob and not nice, and out of the goodness of my heart, and it ended up like coming against me. And it's like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm letting myself be exposed to people like that, because
But the good news is that you get karmic equity for being good.
Yes.
And the bad news for them is now they have karmic
that's
debt.
the thing, you know, so I try to compartmentalize all the things, and everything in life I feel like is a lesson learned. And but you're right, there was my gut feeling.
You felt
the
something
solar
was off.
plexus was like totally off, and I kept just making excuses, and really I just was thinking this person was better as an ally than not, which I was right. But you know what? The end game is like whatever's inevitable is inevitable, and it's going to happen. Let it happen and let it run its course, because all I did was delay the inevitable. At that point, I realized like the whole thing was just like a cheat scam or whatever, and I was just like, why do I care to be so nice again? Like, what do I care if people think I'm a bitch? And I don't care. But I'm not. I'm really nice, unless you deserve me not to be nice. But
you have a
that's
beautiful,
everybody, I feel. I feel that's everybody.
And and people look, when people get to know a person, they get to see the real person, they're going to love them for who they are.
I mean, I think you love me.
I love you because you are such a wonderful human, and you're such a wonderful mother, a wonderful sister, a wonderful friend, a wonderful person, a humanitarian. And people who get to know you on a personal level love you because that's really who you are. And the people who don't vibe with you, they're not going to like you because they're not on your same level of energy. So that's why we have to vibe at a high frequency. So all the bottom feeders, they fall away from our energy.
Yes. And I feel like there's the element of survival of the fittest, where like the strongest will persevere, and like the weak trolls that just are like gnawing at you,
haters,
they'll just like wean out and die out.
Well,
because integrity is the one that will always prevail.
100%, and that's a reflection of them, not of you.
Right.
And the great thing that I always tell women is we can't control how people act, but we can control how we react.
Sure.
How you react is your power.
I would tell all the time, like when I would be on the show, and they probably cut it out a million times, but I would always say like, it's their actions that caused my reaction.
Right.
Okay. B wouldn't have happened without A.
Of course.
It's like complete gaslighting.
Of course. And
It's
you're going to
reality
defend
TV
yourself.
for ya.
That's a natural human reaction to defend yourself.
Totally.
So, this solar plexus is such an important thing to pay attention to. And through meditation, you can actually improve it and make it stronger.
Okay, cool.
Under
And
is
then?
the sacral chakra. This is the chakra for creativity, for intimacy, and its vulnerability. So I tell women, be very aware and cognizant of how many people you connect with, because once you've connected with someone intimately,
And connecting, you mean like,
intimacy.
The big, SCX.
Yes. When you connect intimately, you are holding on to that person's energy.
Oh, maybe a lot of people do a lot of connections.
Right.
Then what?
And then what happens is now we have to cleanse the energy through like baths, through
Like
Reiki,
Epsom salt bath?
Epsom salt, and meditation.
So someone can like go
you can
hoe around
No.
and then come
Probably
home and
not
take
good.
a Epsom salt bath and then be done with it?
Well,
No?
here's the thing. When you're energetically connected to people, you're going to feel their energy. So
Right.
even if you take that bath, if let's say you have 10 different energies, 10 different people, when they're going to be going through things, you're going to feel it energetically. So you're going to constantly be going through that like cycle of energy. So
What do I know? I'm
it's-
married 23 years.
Yes, this and it's better to be connected to less.
It's like riding a bike, but the same bike over and over.
Yeah, which is actually great.
It's fine.
That's great.
No complaints here. I'm good.
That's actually great because it's very distinguished. That's not the norm anymore.
It's not.
Right?
It makes me happy.
I come from a very, conservative culture as well. So
Yeah,
I do believe
you get
that's better. But you want to be very aware of how many people you connect with, because you should be sacred with your energy. You don't want to give out your energy too much, because then you wear yourself thin.
All right, cool.
And then the red one,
Won't sleep with anybody else.
yes, it's good to be loyal and faithful.
Yeah.
And then
It works for me.
The red chakra is your root chakra. This is what grounds you, what humbles you, what connects you to earth. So that's why I tell a lot of people, when the weather permits, because, in New Jersey, we don't always have the best weather, but when we do, go to a park, walk in the grass with your feet, no socks, connect with Mother Earth, sit on the ground, meditate, pray, parks and places that you
really
can go.
hate sitting on grass.
You do?
Is there anything else we can do to like jazz up the chakras?
You can.
What about like an Epsom salt bath?
Yes.
Would that work?
Well, that's one of the things that I tell all my clients.
I don't know, the prickly
You don't
grass.
like grass. That's
No,
okay.
And on concrete, I just always feel like when I step on glass. And I got pretty feet.
Yeah, you do. You have the cutest feet.
Sorry. I don't want to ruin them.
But even if you walk through a park.
And then bugs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nature, there's so many. You could go to the beach. You could sit on the sand. You can go to.
How about a balcony looking over a beach?
Absolutely. Connect to Earth, Mother Earth.
Okay.
And
So
the
I'm
great
breathing
news.
sea salt air. We're breathing sea
Of
salt. You've been
course.
to my condo down at the shore.
Yes. So these 7 points of energy are the energetical field that you are vibrating on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're aligned, meaning the top 3 thought and the bottom 3 emotion are in sync, you're activating this heart chakra, you can actually manifest anything. You can manifest a person, a car, a home, a job, a raise, money,
So
whatever it
obviously
is.
all of them in sync and in line are ideal and wonderful. But I
Right.
think like if I was going to focus just for me, the most important, I would think the third eye along with your throat. And I feel like if you can just control this, then all of that
works into place.
will fall into play. But you got to psych yourself up where you just believe it.
And here's the great news. When you take your bath with the Epsom salt, you can actually play on YouTube. There are theta beta waves that actually ignite the third eye chakra or the throat chakra. So you listen to the theta beta wave and it's just sounds.
The theta beta wave?
Yes.
Go in the bath and listen to the theta beta wave.
Yes. And that will
that's a
actually
very theta,
ignite your
beta
energy.
wave type of bath.
It is. It's
and
a very
ignite that energy.
It
I
is.
love it. I love it. All right,
Yes.
cool. That's amazing.
So you can create your own reality, honey bunny.
I know that, babes.
And
we got to teach people. How are we
have
going to
to
teach
teach-
people? So I have an idea.
Yes.
So we're going to play a little game here.
Okay.
I'm calling it Tell It to the Tarot. Okay.
Love it.
So I'm going to give you something like self-criticism or like self-deprecating, a negative. And I'm going to tell it to the tarot and you're going to turn it into a positive.
Okay, great.
teach someone how they could turn their negative
Mind
thought.
shift.
Yeah. All right, Tara.
And guess what? I want to tell you something
me.
so important. In your mind, there's something called the paradigm shift. So if you have a negative thought that you've been holding even your whole life, in 3 weeks, you can change and shift that energy by doing a paradigm shift. Positive affirmations and mindset and doing the bath and doing like crystal healing and praying and meditating. In 3 weeks, it takes 21 days for the subconscious mind to turn and rewire and reprogram. So you can actually do this. This is actually scientific study. After 3 weeks, you turn the brain around and it's called the paradigm shift.
That's amazing. And you know what? I would like to give a tip to like all the moms out there because, you know, I'm a mom of 5.
God bless you.
I get nervous when they go out or like if they don't answer a text. I understand that sometimes they can't answer the phone when they're with their friends. I get it. It's embarrassing. It's whatever. So they'll just answer the text. But sometimes they don't answer the text. And like, I'm a cool mom. Like,
you are.
Just let me know that you're okay because I don't want to be sitting here and panicking and everything. So sometimes, of course, my emotions get the best of me. And no matter how positive I am and my mindset is, like your mind goes to the worst because I'm a mom. Yeah. And then I just think I close my eyes, I woosah, I take a deep breath. And then I picture them like dancing at their 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm dancing with them. And then I'm thinking, well, like, if I'm at their anniversary, then like...
they're okay.
Nothing bad can happen. So you know what? We good, honey.
Yes.
I'll see you in the morning.
I love it. I love that. That's such an amazing, positive way.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm such an idiot for making that mistake.
I'm so happy that that experience taught me the lessons that I needed to learn. And the next time I'm going to use that learning lesson to make better choices.
I don't have an audience here, but if I did, I think they would be applauding. Yes. And if not, there would be a sign that says applause.
Yes.
Okay. If it's not perfect, then I failed.
I am going to try my best, and I'm going to do it with my heart. And whatever comes out of my heart will be perfect for me.
Will you marry me?
I will.
I know you will. The crazy thing is I know you will.
You're my
I think
sister.
I will. I really would.
Yeah.
Let's run away together. This is the worst thing ever. I just can't handle it.
I'm so happy and thankful that God will never give me more than I can handle because He knows my threshold. I'm going to try my best to get through it through prayer and faith. And when I get to the other side, I'll look back and say, good on you that you went through that and you came out a better person.
Amen, sister. Preach!
Preach!
Preach! Okay.
I love this game.
This is a fun game. We tell it to the tarot.
And that's exactly...
You got a problem?
Yeah.
You tell it to the tarot, okay?
That's a beautiful way to exercise positivity, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all about how you perceive something.
Yeah.
Think about the cup that is filled up to the middle. Is it half full or is it half empty?
Yeah.
I look at it as half full. When you come from a mindset that's positive, you're going to attract like people and like energies.
Right.
Every experience that we have, we're learning from it.
Absolutely.
And God gives us tests and he knows how much we can handle. He'll never give you more than you can handle. He knows what your threshold is. So if you can embrace the test with the positivity, with the faith, with the belief system that this is a learning lesson to evolve your spirituality, to become higher level spiritual person, because your goal should become wanting to be spiritually awoke.
Always.
And if you're spiritually awoke...
again, that's not to say to believe in a God, just believe in something bigger than you.
Right.
Something out there like the universe and be spiritually woke and be connected and process things.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just walking on this earth like sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping. And that's why we call it spiritually sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping.
If you're spiritually sleeping, you don't have the ability to create through the power of your mind because you're sleeping. You have to be spiritually awoke. God is the foundation, and then your mind creates whatever you imagine and think. So I tell women, if you want to manifest love, or you want to manifest money, or a higher position, or being acknowledged at work or taking a vacation or buying those shoes that you've been holding off, what do you have to do? Take a bath, cleanse your chakras.
So no, you got a protocol. Like this is, listen, peeps, if you call her up, it's not just the tarot. You get the whole kit and caboodle, okay?
It's a spiritual experience.
You can write letters. I mean, she's got, and this is just manifestation. This is just using your energy to attract something to you. Exactly. And what I will say, so I have sometimes a lot of naysayers that sometimes will tell me like, oh, it's easy for you to say, like you and your big house and like this, that, the other. And it's like, okay, well, just so you know, I've always thought this way. I've always believed this way in times when I didn't have much. And not that I was like, me and Bill were not poor, but like, you know, of course not. But we were starting out.
Yeah, of course.
Like everybody in the beginning of their marriages start out. You know, we lived in an apartment. He did his residency. We lived in Michigan for 2 years. That's right. I lived in Michigan for 2 years. Troy, Michigan actually was so beautiful.
Wow.
I loved it. Shout out to Michigan peeps.
Yes.
Anyway, and then we decided to come to New Jersey, and I chose New Jersey to be near my community.
You believe this.
So I kind of was always thinking that way.
Yes, you created that.
Yes.
You manifested your life.
I'm so excited about it. The journey, you know, it's always about the journey. And it's like, if you're always grateful and praying gratitude, even when times are hard, you know, I feel like God will reward you. And I feel like I always felt that way. And I always like teach my kids that way too. So, you know, I always say like kids learn by example.
Of course.
And that's why like everybody tells me that I have really good kids. And, you know, for me being a mom is like the most important. But I manifested my life.
You did.
I manifested my husband. I manifested having my kids. I mean, people told me, so I had 3 boys and 1 girl, and I wanted to have another girl. And my daughter would always pray for a sister. And when I came home with my 3rd boy, Gabriella, it was Justin, Gabby, Jacob, and Christian. And I came home with Christian. And I just thought, you know what? She'll be the princess. That'll be cute. She'll be the princess. And she went onto the table and she was like, you know, holding onto her knees. And I went under there and I'm like, are you okay? And she was like, you always come home with boys. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay, I gotta have another baby. And it's gonna be a girl, it's gonna be a girl, it's gonna be a girl. And people were like, oh my God, you've had 3 boys. Chances are you'll have another boy. And what I would say to that was, it doesn't matter if I have another boy, then that's a blessing. Yes. I'm gonna ask God for this, I'm gonna manifest it, I'm gonna pray. But ultimately, whatever he gives me, I am gonna be grateful for that. And I think somewhere that God knew that. And, you know, I got blessed, and then that's how I have my Olivia.
And you created that energy by believing it. You believed it to be true.
I believed it.
And that's the beautiful thing about your mind.
It starts with you.
You have to believe it.
Yes.
Again, with the chakras, you see it in your mind, you speak it into existence, you have the faith that it will come, and then you have to feel it into existence.
So we could do a little exercise at home, everybody.
Yes.
Everybody just do a real quick exercise. You could just like, you know, close your eyes and you picture this fantastic actor that looks exactly like you, but like 10 times better looking, if that's even possible. But they're strutting down the street, however it is that you want that person to look. Because guess what? You're the writer, the director, the producer, you're the star. And now you can open your eyes and you write that story how you want it to go.
Absolutely.
And if you build it, it will come.
Absolutely.
Al Bundy said that. From Married with Children. Yes, I love Married with Children.
I used to love it too.
Yes. And like there was like people in my college that literally called me Peg Bundy because I wore leather pants. Yes, I did. Gosh. I wore leather pants. But sidebar, if you build it, it will come. I'm a big believer in that. We just have to teach people that.
Yes.
And we have to teach people that. All right, so I'm going to get to our you need to calm down moment.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm a big Taylor Swift fan.
Yes,
I think I turned you into a Swiftie too now.
I have become a Swiftie.
You love it so much.
I love her, and I especially love her. I love her because when we looked at her chart, she has Cancer in her moon sign.
Yes.
And I'm a fellow Cancerian. Yes. So I'm like, oh my God, she's one of us.
Yes,
That's
December
why she's
13th,
so romantic.
1989, yes.
She's
I was going to ask you to do her astrological chart because I found out what time she was born. But maybe we'll do that that's another side episode. Maybe we'll put that on YouTube.
We'll talk about
that. So I love her song, You Need to Calm Down. So like I have this segment, You Need to Calm Down, where I just need to tell people out there like to calm down. Like they get all like up in arms about something that's so ridiculous. And all right, so like if you didn't know, I have put up my holiday decorations. Yes, I have. As of November 1st, Halloween went down, Christmas came up. Yes, honey, it's like
Hallelujah.
that.
Hallelujah.
It's like that. And some people were like getting all up and at him about it. And I was like, what is your problem? It's my prerogative, A. And B, I don't know about you guys, but like, I love seeing holiday lights.
spirit is the best
I love
thing.
seeing holiday lights. It makes me happy. It just makes everything feel warm and toasty. And I feel like I want like a hot chocolate
Absolutely.
and hang out with my kids and like some Christmas pajamas. I don't know. That's just like my thing. Whatever your thing
Cookies,
is, your
brownies,
thing.
and a movie.
So, and also, like, hello, I have a big house. Last I checked, like, I'm not getting up there to put up lights. Like, of course, I'm going to hire a company because some people are like, oh my God, you don't even do it yourself. So I will say I do my tree myself. My tree is, I think, a 12-foot high tree. And I have the gracious people over at Christmas Designers New Jersey. Shout out to Kristen. Thank you so much, Eduardo. You guys rock. Calvin. Anyway, they put up my Christmas lights. Every year they put up my Halloween lights. And when we take down Halloween, it's just easier to take it down and put it back up. And yes, I hire a company because I am not getting up there and doing it myself. Do I look handy?
And that's okay because you're doing a lot of other things that no one
I got
sees.
a freaking ship over here I'm mandating. I got 5 kids and
You
my
are doing
dad
so
and my
much.
mom. And
Yes.
it's a day in the life of Jennifer Aydin. You guys will get to see on this journey. So that's my you need to calm down. Get a grip, stop being all bah humbug, okay, and put up some holiday lights. Yes, it'll be here before you know it. And I like to enjoy it. It's a lot of work, too, people. It's a lot of work. So it's like, I like to enjoy it. If I'm going to put
As
that
much
much
as
work.
you can.
Yeah, so my tree's not up. Only the outside is out. And then they'll put up my tree. And then definitely before Thanksgiving, I like to do my tree. But I don't know how I'm going to do it this year. Usually I do candy cane theme. You got to see. I'm going to have a Christmas party.
I loved it.
Were you at my Christmas party last year, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. Of course you were.
I loved it. And Thanksgiving, you had the tree up already, and it brought such a beautiful vibe into the
energy.
home.
Hello.
It
the
was
point
such a
of the
beautiful
show.
energy.
Good energy.
Yes. And you know what? Here's what I'm going to say to those people who want to do judgmental comments.
Yeah, someone was like, oh, you can't put up your lights yourself. Actually, no, I can't. And I'm okay with that.
And I'm doing 99 other things that you never will see because it's part of my journey as a mother.
I do what I'm good at. I really encourage people to stick to doing what they're good at.
Absolutely. And the thing is, spending that energy judging people is so draining. It's such a draining thing.
They must be miserable people, though.
You have to just focus on yourself. Focus on what's good for you. What the person next to you is doing is really not your business.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get a comment like, aren't you embarrassed to do that? I mean, I don't even remember what it is, but no. So the answer is no.
Yeah.
So if you see the post where I'm doing it, like connect dots and realize the answer is no. Maybe I don't have to answer you.
And I always say the way that a person speaks is a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you.
I mean, listen, I have quick comebacks.
Yeah.
And
you do.
if someone's...
You're really good at that,
get
actually.
Get it from my mama.
You are
Thanks,
so good
Mom.
at that. I love it.
Thank you. But listen, it's really just to make people laugh, ultimately. I mean, sure, sometimes it's shady.
You're
but
lighthearted and
it's shady and funny, which I think we should concentrate on funny.
And you do it in a funny way, too, which makes it more
that's what it's meant to be funny. It's not really supposed to be like rude. It's meant to be passive-aggressive.
And it's
fun.
It's a reflection of how lighthearted you are, that you really don't take things personal.
Don't.
It like slides off of you.
It really does.
You have a hedge of protection because you're a God-fearing good woman. So
Thank
God
you.
built that shield around you.
I did come back from the Vatican recently.
Yes.
That's another episode. Check that out.
So it's just like wasting energy concentrating on those things. Focus on yourself, making yourself great. Whoever comes along for the journey, welcome. And whoever falls off, they weren't meant to be there anyway.
Totally. And that's okay. You know, we can't sit here and be friends with everybody we meet on this journey. Everybody I meet is great.
Yeah.
And in the moment that I meet them, it really is amazing. But I have a very full life and an extended family that I have responsibilities to. And it's very hard to keep adding people to my circle and circle when my family is so big.
Of course.
And you've seen, you and I connected right away.
Yes.
So you're in the family.
Thank you,
didn't
honey.
know. You know that though, right?
Yes.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Love it, right?
I think that you have such a beautiful, it's like a cocktail of faith and purity and having that old-fashioned tradition that I love, along with like spunky, sassy, you just bring it all together.
A little bit of everything.
And I, like you, have a very small circle too.
Yeah.
That's why like attracts like.
Yes.
Vibe at a frequency, your people will come.
Yeah.
And
my dad was saying this saying the other day in Turkish, az ama öz, which in Turkish is like less, but
more.
Very special, kind of. Like if translates very special, but kind of like less is more, better than quality versus quantity.
Absolutely.
So what's your you need to calm down moment? Do you have one? Does anybody like bother you about something?
You know what? I think we have
annoying.
We have to calm down about how much pressure we put on ourselves as women, that we have to do everything so perfectly and everything has to be done this way and that way, and we put restrictions and time frames.
Well,
and
we just
so
said
much
there's
pressure.
no such thing as perfect, right? You just said it before. It's like just doing your best.
Try your best. There's no such thing as perfect. I think I do talk about this almost every day in my sessions with my clients. You can only try your best.
You can.
And it's okay if it didn't work out exactly how you wanted. It's okay. Right. You'll make it up tomorrow. And
I mean, I feel like all of this is common sense. We all know this all the time, but we really
have to be reminded.
We have to be reminded, because it's when we're reminded that we realize, like, you know what? She's right. This resonates with me because I agree with it. She kind of has a point.
Exactly.
It's so great. All right. So tell everybody where they could find you, Amal.
You can find me on Instagram.
And what is your Instagram handle?
Amalita22 July.
Okay, we'll put it up on the screen also for everybody. Okay, so I hope you guys, did you enjoy your stint on TV Gold?
I loved it. I think this is such a beautiful platform for you to shine.
We talked a lot, yo.
And you are such a star in your own.
You're a star too.
In your own
I want to
arena.
make everybody a star. We all have the capability of being the star of our own movie.
Yes.
Right? And we'll end there. This is TV Gold, everybody. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.